Hello, this is Garden Talk Jamaican. I am preparing thyme to dry and store over the winter. And this is how I do it. I cut the thyme from the garden, wash them, and then I like to cut it up like this. No, because, and then store it on this plastic bin cover for it to dry in the garage, not in the sun, natural air dried. And when it dries, I store them in a jar, store it in a jar. And so this is what I harvested today to cut up and dry. I find that it's easier to cut it up when it's wet, when it's green, than when it's dry. When it's dry, it's scattered all over the place and it's tougher, harder to cut. I don't grind it because it's too dusty, and sometimes I don't want it grounded anyway, because I mostly use it in soups and meats. So this is what I do. And I will just cut it up, stop the video, cut it up and show you at the end. See, let's just show you a little bit more. This is how I do my thyme. See how easy it is to cut it when it's green. When it's dry, it's a chore. And I don't put the parts, these parts in it. It's, you know, one could do that because I do a lot of soups and all of that with thyme, but I prefer to take out this, throw this out. So I cut it up like that. And I will bring you back to show you what I've done with it. So I'm about halfway through here. And it's the same thing I do with my rosemary too. I harvest them green from the, when I harvest them from the garden, I just wash them, cut it up. Most times what I do, I just trim it off, you know, and take out the stalks like this. I trim it off and then cut up the little leaves, the long leaves. They're not little really. My rosemary is pretty robust, my plants. So the leaves are kind of strong, fat. I've got lots of thyme. I plant lots of stuff. I love to plant stuff. I throw this out. I can't deal with that in it. I throw most of that out. Harder to cut anyway. Just about finished. The aroma is something else. Really good. I'm cooking soup right now and I have thyme in it. Love thyme in soup. This is the last bundle. The cheap scissors is breaking up. Oh, Lord have mercy. I guess this goes in there, whatever. I don't know. Cheapy from the cheapy store. Let's not call it cheapy store. From the low price store. Works though. For $1.25. I'll take it. All right, so much easier. So when this dries, all I do is just store them in jars. Store it in jars. See? Yeah. So if you have not been doing it this way, try it this way. It's good. It's easier, I find, anyway. Maybe you do it this way. It's much easier. I mean, the thyme will continue to grow. In the garden, it does, out in the ground, it doesn't do too well. But sometimes I keep a pot in the little greenhouse. You know, maybe a few, you know, sprigs at a time. I don't know. You know, not a whole lot in the greenhouse. And it usually lasts right through the winter. But it's not as prolific. It's kind of, yeah, stunted, you know. So that's why I prefer to dry enough that I never run out of thyme. And usually I don't even need to put any in the greenhouse, to tell you the truth, because it grows so easily when I plant it in the spring. So this is what it looks like. And I am going to put all of this in the greenhouse, in the garage, to dry. Here it is. That's a lot of thyme. And I just cut up some a while before that that is why I got the idea to cut it green. I think I did last year, cut it up green, and it was easy. But this year I did only cut them after they were dry, a few, the ones that I just did, but this is fine. So this is what I'm going to dry, put it in the garage to dry. And I did the same thing with basil too. Yeah, I dry basil because it's not gonna live over the winter. No way. That's the first thing to go, really. They are very delicate. So this is what it is. Appreciate you watching my videos. I mean, this is not anything new or any great highlight, but you know, it's just something maybe if you never thought of doing, you can do. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. God bless you. May He bless the work of your hands. Take care.